Hello, everyone. Nubkeks here. Welcome back to Nub Raids, where I said, sure, why not? Let's give it a go. Let's do a video on the Fire Night tournament with Dark Elves. And you know what? I'll throw in my Chimera team at the end, just so that there's something happening here. I'll show you the team I'm using, and I'll also show you a bunch of other team ideas with the premium optimizer as well. So we're going to go in. We're just going to do stage 20 of normal. This is the team I'm using. Lydia, Supreme Kale coming out, and 3 different cold hearts. I've actually been using Supreme Kale a little bit. I've got him in pretty good gear because I had a bunch of Slayer gear that was on my Marius. And I obviously took that off Marius because Marius I now have in Stone Skin and Lethal for more of an arena focus and siege and whatnot. So you can see we're a little bit low on damage on this wave. We're going to be a tiny bit slow, but it's about 20 seconds through the first couple of waves. Supreme Kale's going to open up. For the boss, we're going to open with the A3 from Lydia. We're saving that on the previous ones. And then here we go. Lydia opened on wave 1 with her A2, and now it's off cooldown. And boom, boom. Actually, that's my record, 36 seconds. Hey, there we go. That was the fastest one. Not scripted. It is what it is. Here we go. So yeah, this is going to be nice and quick. We do have a boosted event for Savage at the moment, which is obviously really good. But because it's only normal stage 20, the best we could get, and pretty much the only thing that I would use would be 6-star Legendary Savage for me personally. But yeah, this was the team. I can show you the builds. It's obviously, as you can see, extremely overkill. And you can do it with far less. My Supreme Kale, he's coming in full 9-piece Slayer. He is just in for damage. You can replace him with any damage dealer. He's not doing anything special, just lots and lots of damage. You could even remove him from the team entirely and just do it with Cold Hearts, throw in a Painkeeper to reset them for a bit more damage, whatever. Lots of flexibility there. These are the stats I've got for him. My Fire Knight area bonuses, I've got a few. I've got a small bit, so we've got in fact, I can show them to you. Maybe it's faster to do it like this. I'm saving up these medals now, just in case they add Chimera for the end of the year. I'm like level 3 for a few different things. That's about it. So yeah, cool. A little bit of an extra bonus, but not a game changer really. But nice bonuses. But yeah, he's like that. He has an Arachno Elixir, though he doesn't really use it. He's got Lethal Dose, which doesn't do anything, but it is a 6-star blessing for the stats, which is a lot. And he's got these masteries. Lydia's like this. She has Nature's Bounty for Chimera. Orbit Transfixion, I could probably change that. I don't know why she has that. I do know why she has that. I've got 66 Starstone, can't swap it. She has 9-piece Feral, not essential. She is actually a little bit faster than Supreme Kale, but he starts rapid. I think he gets Whirlwind of Death, and then he's actually faster than her with the extra speed, which is a little less than ideal, but not a huge deal. It doesn't, if you're min-maxing it, she'd always go first, but it's not a big deal. Cold Heart 1 has so many sets, it's covering her face. That's right. She's covered in sets. She's got 2 Perception, 1 Slayer, 1 Feral, 1 Merciless, 2 Pinpoint. Probably should try get 9 different sets and just see how far I should do that for a meme sometime. Just all the different sets. We only have a mere 6 sets here. We could have 9 different ones potentially. I think there's probably enough variable sets these days to at least get close. She's like this. She's actually a little bit low on crit rate. I've just seen that. So we should actually change her gear a little bit. She should be at 70% crit rate. Apparently I forgot to give her crit rate. Let's ditch this Feral set. Let's go priority crit rate. Give her priority on speed as well. We'll just hide the set filter. And actually, I don't want to see equipped gear. Here we go. Another Feral. Okay, this is going to give her... Perfect. Go with that. Beautiful. You could give the Cold Hearts 100% crit rate for her A2 and her A1. She has an extra 30% chance to crit on Heartseeker, which is the big damage move, and it's not capped against Fire Knight, normal 20 or below. But yeah, she's got Phantom Touch. She's got these masteries, never finished them. She's slightly more finished with her masteries. Phantom Touch, another 6-star Cold Heart. No Relic. I think the first one probably has no Relic. Yeah, no Relic. This one, only 4 sets. Terrible. And she is like this. And we've got a third Cold Heart. She's like this. She's very slow, but hits harder. and has no accuracy, actually. She's got 4-star Phantom Touch. Actually has her masteries finished. Okay, cool. Why not? Why the heck not? Hey, there we go. So yeah, that is the team. Now, there are some other ideas. Let me bring you up some other ideas. Here we go. We're on the optimizer. I think the free premium has just ended. So I'm going to use some premium features. We'll exclude manual teams. We can include everything else. Let's actually put it to let's say 100% success rate. And we'll say someone who's done. I guess we can leave it at whatever one battle is probably fine, and we'll just apply this. And yeah, Dark Elves only. So here we go. Some Dark Elf only teams. 34 seconds with Durandil, Lanicus, 3 Cold Hearts. Here's a team with a bigger mix of characters. We've got Lanicus, Painkeeper, Ghostborn, Eva, Coldheart. If we look at this one, for example, he did it in 26 seconds in 2 battles. This one is faster than me. You can see the stats for his champions here. So again, nothing too crazy. About 220 speed on these champs, 300 on the faster ones. That's a big old Durandil. He's pretty well geared, though he doesn't have 100% crit rate. Is he positive affinity? Maybe to stage 20 Fire Knight? Maybe. That's something you could do. If you're doing stage 20, let's double check. 3x Savage, actually. Stage 20 is red affinity. So if you're a green affinity, you could go 15% crit rate lower and be happy. And you'd want to avoid magic affinity champions if possible. Anyway, that's a cool little team. This one here. This one very much the same thing as me. Again, very similar here. We've got Madame Ceres, Eva. You can see they're all the times are pretty similar. Nothing too major different. Just lots of different damage dealers coming in with a few Cold Hearts. We'll look at a couple without Cold Heart, but we just flip through, get a bit of a gist. Loads of different options. Mithrala, Durandil's an epic, some Cold Hearts. Yeah, if you can hit those speeds, and you've got some decent, even mid-game gear. Oh, here's a Supreme Kale again. Cool. If you've got even mid-game gear, you can probably pull it off. So yeah, I mean, loads of different teams. Here's one without Cold Heart. Let's actually exclude Cold Heart. Let's see some non-Cold Heart teams. Vizix can probably do it. Yeah, so you should probably be able to do it with just Vizix alone. Let's see over here. Let's view this team. What do we got? Again, I don't know who's made these teams. They're just on the optimizer. So yeah, we've got High Speed, Lydia, and Lanicus. The sets are giving you some damage, but it shouldn't really matter. Big hard-hitting Queen Eva to wave clear. Then we got a fast Vizix to probably just spam A1s. Is there any AI preset here? Nothing. No preset, just leaving it to go. He's even saved a book on the A1 for Vizix. Believe it or not. Lua again just for wave. So just a bunch of wave clear, some multi-hits, ally attack for the boss. Does he have an AI preset for that? Nothing. He's got nothing. Threw him in. Slams it out in 1 minute. So there you go. Nice sample team. And so on. So yeah, that's basically what we're looking at there. A few different team ideas for you, hopefully. Let's see. Is there any epic only teams? None. No, there's none. Okay. So no epic only teams excluding Cold Heart. Should she be included in epic only? Probably not. Yep, that gives you a bit of a gist for what you'd be looking for. And yeah, so again, for me, a couple of Cold Hearts, really not too hard to get for you to be able to consider doing this event. You probably have a couple, and yeah, any sort of damage, 220-ish speed Cold Hearts, and you're kind of laughing. You should be able to do it. Very nice, very simple. Let me know your teams in the comments. I'm just going to speed farm it with this team, get it done nice and quick, and yeah, then move on to farming stuff that actually sort of matters. Now, I'll also give you just a quick look at Chimera just to give some extra value to the video, just so you know what I'm doing, because I need to run my other Chimera key today. Got the advanced quest for it. I'm not going to do it on the stream, but this is what I ran this week. It only did 120 million damage. It's not there for damage, but I'm running the Mikage in Relentless with a Krisk, a Lydia, Rakka, and Ninja. We did 14 trials. Now, the important ones, we're able to do most of the Ram ones, all the middle Lion ones, and then a couple of the Viper. So what I'm basically trying to do, my trials this week, was come in. We did all of this, which is great. Get those 9 mythical materials right there. We weren't able to get the 4-star thing. This one right here is just a huge pain in the ass. This is just such a huge pain. This block 7 debuffs, block 7 stuns. This one is a nightmare. Didn't bother doing it. It's a lot of work to do that. I just focus on the mythical materials. I was able to get these 9 as well. So that's 18 mythical materials. I was able to, no, was not able to get this, skip this basalt as well. And then the final 7 mythical materials are over here. It's very difficult to do this one. You need to have like a really strong poison damage dealer. That is hard. Very few champions can actually do this. Then staying alive is no problem. And then successfully reviving someone is also quite hard. Ideally, you want to have someone dead going into the Viper form the second time, and then you revive them instantly, it gets block revived, and then you revive them again, and you need quite a survivable team. This one's a real pain in the butt to do, so I've skipped that one. And like we're picking up some other random trials, not really from trying, but just sort of aiming for this. So yeah, 5 unique buffs for the Ram, decrease speed, decrease defense, and then ally attack. So yeah, we basically have Chris covers this. Chris sort of mostly covers this as well. And then Mikage and Ninja do that. Then over here, increase accuracy. We use Mikage form 2 for that, alongside Lydia and Krisk, and they can place enough debuffs. Lydia's bringing the weaken. Mikage brings increased crit rate and crit damage. You get both, or just increased crit damage, sorry, but it's enough. Do that, and then a single skill. Ninja can do that no problem, and that's how I'm picking up the stuff. So it's a pretty easy week, actually, relatively speaking, to get mythical materials. It's the most. 18 is the most mythical materials I've ever been able to get. I've never been able to get all of them. Usually it's a struggle to get many, and I'm often more so focused on the 4-star basalt because it's a bit easier to get. Just focusing on that one set of trials as opposed to lots. Yeah, this week has been pretty successful. And yeah, it's kind of fun to bring in Rakka Viletide. She's been a champion I've been using tons, actually, in Chimera now. The reason is, number one, she's got the full team Ally Revive, which is actually really nice to make stuff more consistent. Don't really need that in this team because we have a Krisk. So Krisk makes this very safe, right? And very auto-friendly. So just go in, auto, get it done pretty quick. Have to manual a few different parts, like swapping Mikage for the increased accuracy and whatnot, and timing Rakka's Revive against the Ram. But it's not too big of a deal. The downside with her, the big downside, is her block debuff uptime is very poor, which makes the Ram form particularly dangerous with the stuns. And it also can make the Viper form quite dangerous with the crowd control. So that is the downside. But with this particular team, we've got 2 buff extenders in Mikage and Krisk. So that covers that weakness. So that's her major weakness. Only 2 turns of block debuffs on a 4-turn cooldown. Now, compared to Elva, who I've been using before, I've replaced Elva with Rakka in a lot of the teams. She's healing. She's putting out some continuous heal. So healing like Elva does, not quite as much, but still good. Bit of turn meter boosting. She doesn't have increased speed like Elva does, but we have increased speed from Lydia anyway, plus buff extender, so we don't need it. But she brings increased attack, which is really nice. I've used that a few times as my increased attack champ when I don't have Mikage in the team. She can bring increased attack for whatever attack-based damage dealer. And then a really big shield, which again is very nice for keeping people alive. In fact, I've ran into a problem where I have Krisk as my Ram target this time. So Krisk gets targeted, he does not die. But I've had it in other runs with Rakka and other weeks where I do want the Ram target to die. And because of her shield, they just don't die. And you go, oh, well, that's ruined everything. Now I can't do enough damage to the Ram because of the jewel. This is terrible. So yeah, she can keep them alive. And one fun thing she does as well, which is worth mentioning, is, I know she's not a dark, she's an orc. We're going on like an orc rant, but quite good for doing this trial over here against the lion. We have to absorb damage with shields because she removes the Hunter's Gaze debuff and puts up a shield, and then the lion counterattacks you and smacks you. So whenever she removes the debuff, she puts up a shield and then triggers the attack. So she's really efficient at getting that trial done, which otherwise is quite an annoying trial. So yeah, want to give Rakka a bit of a shout out for actually being quite good Chimera champion. It's a pity this isn't a 3-turn cooldown, but she's a fun little champ, so I've actually been using her a good bit against it. My favorite part of Chimera as well still remains, without any question, getting the Ram to target the right person when you just haven't bought enough soul stones. Raid is like, haha, you have not bought the 4-star soul stones? Buy some more soul stones for your champion so you can get the crit damage, because it's very difficult to get Rakka with more crit damage than the 4 and the 6-star Krisk and Lydia. It's difficult, guys. You have to find a bunch of crit damage protection gear. It's weird. Anyway, there we go. But that's it. That's what's happening there. So yeah, gotta do that today. And Yeah, like I said, not too much happening. 3x Savage is actually a great time to farm Fire Knight. So my goal will be just get this done quickly and then put any excess energy into just my normal stage 10 hard farm team, which is not particularly accessible. But it's this team right here. You can replace the Fjorad. He's in there just so Fjorad's not sitting in the vault. Um, but you could replace him with another Newt or probably like a Neldor would probably work. Yeah, I'd say Neldor would work really well. He's just an epic. Haven't tried him, of course, but I use Fjorad because otherwise he'd be in the vaults and that would be sad. Well, using for faction wars hard, but you get the gist. Guys, there we go. That is that. But yep, hopefully some help and some interest. Let me know what teams are you running for, yeah, what teams are you running for this Dark Elf Fire Knight tournament first and foremost, and yeah, any success with Chimera as well. Sure, why the heck not? Guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.